Hello everybody, it is a dirty and crusty Monday, so I've got on my happy reggae hairnet. It's cold in the house too. So today we're going to make naan? I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Naan. Indian bread. Out of the bread book by Catherine Hawkins. So here we go. And I'm already set up here. We're going to do it a little different here when we cook it. She says use heated baking sheets, but we actually have a pizza stone, so we're going to be rocking with that. Alright here. So first things first, pour the water into the bread pan. Got my bread pan, got my water. Let's keep our book over here. I need to scan this guy in case I ruin it. Pretty good book, and I think it's out of print maybe. So here we go, water first. Add the yogurt. Here we go, yogurt. I'll be putting in a half cup of yogurt. Ugh. Nice. This kind of reminds me of when I was working with the butter just a second ago. I've already started melting some butter. I think we're going to use 4 tablespoons of butter, and I've got that going in the microwave sitting. So that's pretty good. Bump, bump, bump. That's a scant half cup. Let's make sure we actually scant that up a little bit. Let's dig out a little bit of it. We'll call that a scant. Oh, there you go. Oh, that makes a nice plop. That makes a satisfying plop. This is not easy to get out of here. I should have used a spoon. Oh well, life's rough. There we go. Good enough for me. And it's scant, so I'm not gonna try to scrape that too much because it says scant. Let's keep it going here. Add the yogurt, add the salt. How much salt? Let's get that going here. We have 1.5 teaspoons. Scrape that across. And you know me, I'm kind of measuring poor, so I've got 1/8. So I hear if I do that 4 times, that should be 1/2. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Alright. We'll just wipe out the one we measured with the salt, and we'll use that for the sugar. Alright, so we did the salt. Now we want sugar. We want 1 teaspoon extra fine. We don't have extra fine, but we do have organic, so we're going to call that good. Let's get that going. Bam. Alright. We are rapidly approaching bread. Actually, we're not. We gotta wait 1.5 hours, but that's okay. We have salt. We have sugar. We're going to... This one's calling for caraway seeds. We're gonna make it plain this time and see how that tastes and go from there. Butter. Is my butter melted? Sort of. Let that go for another 5 seconds. What's gonna be after butter? Flour. And then the yeast. Let's grab our yeast. About time to refill our yeast. Okay, there's some melted butter. Beautiful. Not so melted on the sides, though. We'll call it good. Beautiful. Keep it moving. Butter, now we want flour. We're going to use a lot of flour in this thing. Put that back in the fridge. There you go. Alright. Get in your home. We want flour. And we are just using a tremendous number of knives here to scrape off everything, and then the knife gets dirty, and then we have to use another one. So we're using 4.5 cups white bread flour. 1. 2. 3. 4 cups of flour. And a half. Make sure that's a half. Wow, we are making a dent in our 50-pound sack of flour. I'm already ready to refill this sucker, and I think we might drop below the halfway point on our flour. That is excellent. That means we're making our own bread, and that's what we're looking to do here. That ciabatta bread that I made last time was delicious. Oh man, I got done with that. I said, we made bread. Oh my god. That tastes exactly like ciabatta. That was exciting for me. Alright. Now we need yeast. If I was a little more diligent, I would have had this all set up here. We need a 1/4 teaspoon. We need a 1 teaspoon. I hope I have enough yeast left in here. We've already gone through a ton of yeast too. Oh, look at that. Perfect pour. 1. It's going to be time to fill this sucker after. Look at that. We went through almost a whole jar of yeast already too. It's amazing when you're baking how you go through ingredients. Bam. There we go. So let's run through it again because I'm not very smart and I miss things. I got the water in there. I got the yogurt, I got the salt, I got the sugar, I'm omitting the seeds, I've got the butter, and I've got the flour. I made an indentation and I've got the yeast. Fit the pan, hit start. We are ready to go here, people. We're making food. Look at that. This is exciting. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and clean up that edge a little bit. There we go. Didn't fit that way. That's one thing you always got to be careful. Make sure it's all the way in. I did that once and it wasn't in. It was making a noise and I looked at it. I was like, oh, it's not mixing at all. Genius. Alright. Nope, did I plug that one back in or the wrong one? Alright. Let's select our dough. It's going to be number 9 on this one. It's actually spinning. Okay, so this is going to take us an hour and a half. So in an hour and a half, we're going to have a pre-warmed cooking stone ready in the oven. And we will start making naan. It's about 6 minutes each on the stone. So we'll see how long that takes us to finish it up. But I'll see you in an hour and a half and we'll see. Hey, hello everybody. So we are going to continue making naan. So the directions in the book here are a little bit vague. I think they're basically assuming you have 2 ovens. And I'm sorry, Catherine Hawkins, I don't have 2 ovens. So we're going to do it a different way, and I'm doing it on a bread, I should say a pizza stone anyway. So directions are carefully transfer the breads onto preheat cooking sheets once you have it all divided out. And then it talks about preheating a broiler pan while you're baking. So I think they're assuming you have 2 ovens. I do not. We're going to have to make do. Life's rough. So let's see if we can get this out of here. It's got a very interesting texture. Okay. Get the paddle out of it. Set all this aside. Alright. So my directions are: turn the dough onto a lightly floured surface and knead until smooth into a smooth round ball. Well, the dough is like a little misshapen, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out for us. So that's about a ball. I'm supposed to cut it in 4. Okay. Then we're supposed to take, see, this one's going to be a bit of a mess, I think. 4 equal pieces and roll each piece into an oval shape. Roll. I'll roll. I'm a pizza man. We're going to do this by hand. I'm not going to roll it out. Pretty sure Indians didn't roll it out, they just stretched it out by hand. Indians being people from India. I worked at a pizza place and I'll tell you I never could get down the tossing, but you know, you'll be amazed if you just kind of work it around and let it hang by gravity. It'll stretch itself out as you let it go. So, call that one pretty good. So then what we're going to do here is we're cooking for about 6 minutes until puffed up. And then I think what I'm going to do, because they're talking about putting it on a broiler pan, so I think I'm going to do 6 minutes for each of these, and then we're going to put it on broiler. So that's how I'm going to do it. So let's go ahead and take you over here. Got my oven set up. And we're going to, sorry for the poor camera work here, but I don't have a production team. Alright, there we go. So you see, I have my preheated stone. That sucker is hot. Not really worried about how round or not round these are. Let's not put this back in with my bare hand. Close that back up. And I think I am slightly messing this up because they're talking about the traditional oven being a dry heat, and I have some water in the bottom because usually when you're baking bread you want some water. So we'll see how that comes out. Timer, 6 minutes. So now we're going to take you back over here and we'll keep working on our other pieces while that's going. This one's going to come out a little bit nicer, right? That doesn't have that nasty little fold over in it from the bread machine. I was being lazy, I made it in the bread machine, and this book's all about using the bread machine, so that's how we're doing it. So you'll see there, you just kind of, your fingers, you can just flatten it out a little bit, and it just starts growing. You can start from the center, work your way out, and you know, squeeze to achieve the thickness that you're looking for. You know, that's already about 10 inches almost, so that one's good. Then we'll work on this guy right here. Same idea. Doesn't matter that we're starting out with a triangle. I'm just going to start in the center, pull, and I just kind of squeeze, and as you rotate it, it just kind of works its way out. So that's the oven reaching temperature. This is really nice to work with. We'll see how this tastes. We might make a pizza dough out of this. I've been looking to get back in. We usually would buy the Trader Joe's doughs and go from there, but now that I'm into making my own bread, there's no reason I can't make some pizza dough. Make our own pizzas. Alright, last one. We're getting these all ready. Let's have these handmade look. Sure, it's gonna taste good nonetheless. Alright, here we go. See, I kind of fixed a little bad area right there. Anywhere where it's really thick, just give it a little stretch. And let gravity do the work. Alright. Call that good. So we are almost halfway through. Do some fantastic camera work and take you back over here. Let's see here. Boop, boop, boo. How are we looking? Nowhere near ready. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop here and we'll bring you back when they're almost... Alright, we've reached the 6-minute mark, but I think I'm gonna go a little bit longer. See, that's what we're looking at, and that doesn't look done. Even. What I might do is we'll rotate it a little bit. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go about another 2 minutes. I had it at 450. I kicked up the oven to 500. I'm not sure if that's the highest setting. Yeah, that is. Okay, so we're trying to simulate a wood-fired tandoori oven, I think, but we don't have that. So we're going to go in another minute or two, and then we will pull it out and get the other ones going. Alright, we're going to keep this going here. We're going to pull it out, show you what we're working with here. What we got. Transfer that to cool. Get that back in there. Get our next one going. You know, I don't see any reason why we can't go ahead and maybe put this guy so happy together. There we go. Let's be efficient, huh? There we go. I'm gonna set it for 8 minutes now, because I think I need a little bit longer than the 6 minutes. Alright, so maybe we'll take you over, get you a little better shot of this one here. That's 8 minutes. See, it's just starting to brown a little bit here. So what we're supposed to do is finish these all up like this, and then we're going to turn it to broil. And then it says 30 seconds aside until it looks blistered, but we'll see if 30 seconds is enough here in my oven. Alright, we've reached the 2-minute mark, and let's take a look at them. I think it's safe to go a little bit longer. We'll let that go a little bit longer. We'll come back to you in... Alright, let's see what they look like. This is 8 minutes at 500. This is what we're looking at here. Sorry, jostled the camera a little bit. Let's get these off. Stone back in. Make sure I don't melt my gloves. Look at that, 500 degrees. Alright, let's give that a second. We'll open that up. And we will throw in the last one. Here we go. Oop, not a good toss there, Dan. There we go. Set it for 8 minutes. Alright, we'll come back in. Alright, we are going to go where no man has gone before. We are going to turn on the broiler on this oven. I think that's going to be the first time this oven has ever seen its broiler turned on. Alright, what are we going to do here? I think, get that out a little further. I'm going to flip that over there. And we're going to go custom broil. Start. Alright, I think we're broiling. I heard something go click, click, click. I see fire on the top. The broiler's working. Holy smokes. Okay, so let's go timer, 30 seconds. So that's raising the temperature to 525. Pretty darn hot. So we are going for blistered, but not burnt. Okay, it's not really blistering. Maybe we should have only gone 6 minutes. Maybe it won't blister because I cooked it too long. These are the things you learn as you go. Let's see what it looks like. I think I can go a little darker. Well, you know what? Let's not mess it up. Let's not mess it up. Another 30 seconds. Alright, so we're going to broil for the next 30 seconds, and then we're going to pull it and start putting in other ones. Maybe we'll go 2 at a time for the next batch, so we can save a little bit of time. Although it's really cold outside, it's really nice to run this oven for so long, so I don't mind doing it. Alright, we got 10 on the clock. Here we go. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we could have gone longer, who knows. We'll call it good. We'll do this one. You know what we might try doing? Let's get that stone a little closer to the broiler. See what that does. Timer, 30 seconds on the clock. Alright, you're learning with me, I'm learning with you. We're working together. Teamwork. It's all about teamwork. So they say make sure you don't go too close to the broiler, obviously, you know, you don't want to set it on fire or blacken it. Alright. Let's get that one out. Yeah, I swear I could go a little bit longer. Give that a few more seconds. Give it another 30 seconds. And then we'll throw in 2 for the next round. Alright, let's flip her over. Try a minute on that one. We'll check it at 30 seconds though. So let's take a look while we're over here what we got. Difference between before and after. So I think on my next batch I make, I'm going to go ahead and try to pull them at 6 and do them in the broiler. See what happens. See if they end up puffing a little more, because as you can see here from our picture, kind of has a little more bumpy texture kind of, and a little more bubbly looking. It's okay. I think we'll pull it. Go ahead and throw 2 of them in there this time. There we go. Put a minute on the clock. We'll keep it rolling. So this is what we're working with here. That's the bottom, and that's the top. And we'll just give them a few minutes. I'm going to crack into one of these. I can't wait. I'm going to eat it for lunch. In my belly. "30 seconds on the clock. They're okay. Alright, we're down to 10. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're going to be eating bread real soon. Alright, we'll give that a minute. Those didn't look quite as dark. It's okay. We'll leave those ones for the kids maybe. "30 seconds on the clock. We're getting close. Take a look, make sure we're not gonna have a tragedy. We're okay. Alright, so I definitely would say we've made something. It either looks like naan or our own homemade boboli. We'll see what it actually tastes like. And like I said, we're starting with a base recipe here with just basically yogurt and flour. We omitted the caraway seeds. The wife thought those might not taste very good. Here we go. We've made bread. Turn off the oven. Give that thing a break. Alright, let's see what the fruits of our hard labor have produced. Okay. So I don't think I got it quite as bubbly. And it certainly has kind of a dimply texture, but I don't think I produced quite the darkness that they did. I almost wonder if I need to go a little bit longer next time. This is the trial run, and we'll do a part 2 if we feel it needs adjustment. So we'll give this a minute to cool, and then we'll come back and we'll show you how it looks on the inside. Alright, so there is our competition. That's what we're looking for, huh? Let's see what we did. So, definitely a little thicker, huh? And I almost think I could have gone a little bit longer. We'll see. I definitely did not let these cool as long as they should have. Like I said, I'm hungry. Let's see what it tastes like. It's good. Reminds me a little bit of a between a bagel and maybe a pretzel. It's pretty good. It's gonna be lunch. So that is naan part 1. So I think next time I will omit the water at the bottom. See if I can achieve a texture more like this without the humidity. Reading in the recipe, they talk about the tandoori oven being very dry heat, so we need to simulate that, not a moist heat. So this is still very good, and very much reminds me of like between a bagel and a pretzel, which is probably very similar dough. So it's tasty, it's lunch. Have a good day, everybody.